Good day to all. In this video, we are going to discuss about the hydraulic machines. Especially, we are going to discuss about turbines. Before that, M. Samuel Jensprim, working as assistant professor in the Department of Automobile Engineering in Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. So, this is my short profile. First of all, we need to understand what is the concept behind turbines. So in the ancient days, people used to have water wheels. So they used the energy which is available in flowing waters like streams, rivers, or lakes. So they utilized the power of water, stored water or flowing water to get some work done. Especially they used the same for grinding grains. So this gives us the basics about turbine technology. So in current era, we have a more number of turbines in order to utilize the power of stored water. Basically, turbine is a prime mover which uses the energy of flowing water and converts it into mechanical energy in the form of rotation of runner wheel. So this is a flow diagram of how the energy conversion process is taking place in a hydroelectric power plant. So as we all know, hydroelectric power plant stands for hydraulic energy based electricity producing power plant. So it converts the hydraulic energy which is available in the form of water energy, and the same is converted to electrical energy with the help of some important devices, among which the very important thing is turbine. So as we discussed in the previous slide, the turbine is the prime mover which converts the hydraulic energy to mechanical energy. Furthermore, the same mechanical energy is further converted to electric energy with the help of generator, and this produced power is sent to various places with the help of stepping up the voltage or stepping down the voltage with the help of electric transformers. So in this particular diagram you might be able to see, so water is stored at a very high level with a very high head and pressure in a dam, and which is sent to somewhat a low area, so which is done with the help of penstock. The pipe is known as penstock, but in most of the cases it is a continuously reducing diameter pipeline, and which is directly made to hit onto the turbine blades. And furthermore, the turbine blades are connected to an electric generator, and the electric generator produces or it converts the mechanical energy produced by the turbine to electric energy. Furthermore, the same electricity is sent to magnification with the help of transformer, and the same is sent to households. So this is how this particular hydroelectric power station is working with the basic of a turbine system. So we have some important classification of turbines. So it is classified based on three important factors. First factor is head. Head is nothing but the energy stored in the form of height. So based on the head, we have high head turbines, medium head turbines, and low head turbines. Then based on the hydraulic action, we have impulse turbine and reaction turbine, and based on the direction of flow of water in the runner, we have tangential flow turbines, radial flow turbines, axial flow turbines, and mixed flow turbines. To the classification based on head of water and quantity of flow. So based on the height availability, that is the very high head turbine is nothing but Pelton wheel turbine, so which is operated with a very high head of about 250 meters. And the next thing is medium head turbine, so which is ranging between 60 meters to 250 meters, and the turbine used for this category is Francis turbine. And the next case we have low head turbine, which is between 15 to 60 meters, and which the energy is harvested with the help of Kaplan turbine. And finally we have the lowest and basic form of turbine, which is known as propeller turbine, which is not that much used for industrial power producing applications. But anyhow, when we have less than 15 meters of head, there only the propeller turbine can be used. Hydraulic action of water, we have two different turbines. One is impulse turbine, whereas the other one is reaction turbine. Here we have the diagram which clearly shows us the difference between impulse turbine and reaction turbine. So as we can able to see, the impulse turbine uses the impulse, that is the impulse force of water, heating water, and the same is converted to some form of mechanical energy. And in case of reaction turbine, not only the kinetic force, that is the impulse force alone is used, instead it also uses the pressure energy. So you can able to see the vane construction of both these cases, as well as how the water jet positioning is given. So you may be able to see it very clearly. So in case of impulse turbine, it only uses the kinetic energy of water to get converted to uh, mechanical energy, whereas in case of reaction turbine, it uses kinetic energy along with the pressure energy, thereby it produces power or converts the water energy to mechanical energy. Classification. So in case of impulse turbine, we use Pelton wheel turbine. So this is the most commonly used type of impulse turbine which is in real-time practice. So the Pelton wheel, as I told you, it uses the impulse energy of water, that is kinetic energy of water, which is used to convert hydraulic energy to mechanical energy. So this is the picture of the impulse turbine, which is Pelton wheel turbine. So you can able to see the screws and vanes. Okay, so which is given for the purpose of taking up the impulse of water jet. Based on hydraulic action of water, we have the next type, which is reaction turbine. As I told you, the reaction turbine uses only not only kinetic energy of water, also it uses the pressure energy. So in turn, two forms of energy of hydraulic energy, that is kinetic as well as pressure energy of water, is utilized to convert the same to mechanical energy, and the same mechanical energy is again converted to electrical energy with the help of generators. So some examples are Francis turbine, propeller turbine, and Kaplan turbine, among which the Francis and Kaplan are the most preferred type of turbines used for power producing. So this is one example, that is the Kaplan turbine, which is the most common type of reaction turbine we use in practice. As we've seen the two past classification, now we have the third classification based on direction of water flow. The first thing is radial flow turbine. So as we see in the picture, so the water comes in the sideways in the radial direction of this particular propeller. Okay, so in order to increase the water's kinetic as well as pressure energy, so the particular water guiding system is made as a spiral device, spiral casing, so which hits water as well as the pressure as well as kinetic energy is utilized in order to convert the same to mechanical energy. So a very good example is Francis turbine. Axial flow turbine. So the axial flow turbine, in this case, almost the casing is looking like the same, but you see it clearly. So the water is getting together and it is flowing in the axial, that is from top to downwards, up to down direction, that is from the top to bottom direction. By the way, this propeller is getting rotated. Very well, you can see about the propeller. So it is of a very different design when comparing the same with the previous case, that is about the Francis turbine. When we compare it, the propeller design of axial flow turbine is completely different, so which provides a very good example for axial flow turbine. So two examples are Kaplan turbine and propeller turbine. By next we have the tangential flow turbine. So the Pelton wheel turbine is the example for tangential flow turbine. You can see here the water jet is striking onto the propeller runner wheel. So in the exact tangential direction. So water comes and the energy is getting, there is kinetic energy is getting increased with the help of this water jet, and which is made to directly hit onto the rotating runner wheel. By the way, the power generation is possible. So good example is Pelton turbine, as I told you. And finally, you also have the mixed flow turbine, which is the combination of any two or three. So which is not a separate form of classification, but anyhow, the flow can be mixed as per the real-time challenge what people face in the power generation systems, that is in the hydroelectric power stations. They may feel problems, so based on it they can go with any other type of flow based on their requirement. you might have understood about the turbines, its classifications, where it is used, everything. And also we have seen the various forms of turbines what we have based on the categories. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video.